But as you can see, I can go here, and I now have access to pretty much anything on the Fire Stick. So I'm gonna be honest, this is the first Fire Stick I've ever even messed with. And so you are definitely gonna wanna hook this up in the house, set it up inside the house with Wi-Fi on your TV, get logged into all your apps, and then bring it out to the truck and use it. You're here with MVI, and today I wanted to bring you a new product that I'm testing. Actually, this company reached out to me and asked that I do a demo on it and do a review and give some feedback and whatnot. So that's what I'm about to do. This is basically going to compare to our CarPlay Portal. So I'm hoping if this video goes well, I can give you the rundown and comparison between the two. But what we have here, and you can get this on Amazon. I'm going to give you the link in the description below. But what we have here is what's called the FireDrive. So this allows you to do Fire TV on your truck screen. So I'm going to kind of give you some of the things that I like, some of the things that I don't like. Number one, first and foremost, when it comes in out of the box, it comes with this little adapter that's supposed to allow you to eliminate this cable and just kind of connect them together. And this Fire Stick, Fire TV, whatever, is too long and it won't allow me to do that. So I'm having to use this little jumper cable. Not the end of the world, but it is what it is. There's also a lot of cable here, so I guess you can extend this to where you want to put it conveniently. But I don't really care for the length of the cable, but that is what it is. I've just got it wrapped right up. Couple things that I do like. Number one, first and foremost, so this does do wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Once again, you do have to be equipped with CarPlay and Android Auto. I don't care if you've upgraded with us, it came from the factory, you've added something aftermarket, needs CarPlay and Android Auto, you need to be able to plug in, not just wirelessly, then Fire TV will run on screen. So what's really cool and that I do like a lot about this is the connection. So this guy comes up pretty much immediately once you start the vehicle, and I like that a lot. Not even my Portal does that. So I do like that part. I'm probably going to get with the company and see if I can offer just their little dongles, because I assume they're going to work similarly, but that's really cool. Instant connection to CarPlay. So you've got all your CarPlay functionality, yada, yada, yada. Super cool stuff. I think it's pretty impressive on that side of things. Go back. Now we can go to HDMI Cinema and we'll just see if this works. So what I did not think I was going to like was the remote control. But honestly, it's much easier to work this thing with the remote control rather than trying to fiddle with this while you're going down the road and doing touchscreen. So I think the remote control is actually much better. But as you can see, I can go here, and I now have access to pretty much anything on the Fire Stick. So I'm going to be honest, this is the first Fire Stick I've ever even messed with. And so you are definitely going to want to hook this up in the house, set it up inside the house with Wi-Fi on your TV, get logged into all your apps, and then bring it out to the truck and use it, because doing it through the remote control, pairing it to your passwords and everything else is not a lot of fun. But once you do have it hooked up and going, you can now see we've got access to pretty much all this stuff. So again, you do have to have subscriptions for most of this stuff. This is on Apple TV, which I actually do have. Whether or not it's going to let me right in, I don't know. We'll see. You can kind of see the Amazon sign. Now, I will say that it does take a little bit to load, and I have had some connection problems through Wi-Fi. And I'm using a dedicated puck, which I think is actually a pretty solid puck. It's got me through a lot. But this thing has kind of struggled to keep up from time to time. Sitting right here right now is awesome, and going down the road once you get it connected is also pretty good, unless you go into an area with really bad reception type thing. So here we go. I've got Apple TV running. This is a 2016 GMC Sierra. Again, as long as you got CarPlay, this will work. So even you guys with the 2026s, this is good to go. So I'm just going to go back to note a couple other things that are pretty cool. Now, if you have subscriptions to like Pluto TV, you can do that. And then Tubi is also on here. Pretty much everything is on here. But let me just go up here to the Fire TV channels. So I thought this was pretty cool, because now you've got sports. So you can catch your games while going down the road, sitting in the parking lot, waiting for your kids, you know, picking them up, whatnot. You can actually stay up to speed with your different teams. It is a nice clear picture, super clear sound, so that's all been pretty impressive. But it does do this quite a bit, and I don't know if that's just the internet connection or what, but depending on what you're watching, you do have to put up with this a little bit. But it can be pretty cool sitting in parking lots and going down the road as long as you've got stable connection. Let's see if I can get one more for you here. Well, I don't know what happened. There was way more channels than that, but let's just go catch up on the Dodgers. So there you have it. Nice clear picture, great sound, and in my opinion, much easier to use going down the road. I thought I wasn't going to like it, but I actually think it's much more friendly. So just kind of back out of here one more time and go to, so you can see all the different channels they have down here. There's even NBA. So I think this is great for sports, especially if you're having to hang out and wait to pick your kids up, whatnot. This will kind of keep you up to speed with what's going on in the world right here on your factory entertainment system. And if you've got a newer vehicle, the HD screen is obviously going to be much better than this guy. Again, I am in a 2016 and this screen is just not that great, but I think this is pretty impressive actually. So we go back to home, show you Netflix. I am logged into that, and here we go. We got everything on Netflix that you subscribe to. You can now pick up and get right here in the vehicle. This is actually working pretty good right now, so quite impressive. Anyway, there will be a link below. You can buy it directly on Amazon. I may or may not get affiliate commission. I have no idea. They asked me to test this. At first it was a bit frustrating, but I finally did get it running really good. So I do think this is a good piece. So now I'm going to get into comparing this to the NAPRO or the CarPlay Portal that we offer. So let me just go back here. See, I'm back to the factory screen. I'm going to go ahead and just unplug this stuff. And I have no idea how this is going to work, guys. I did no pre-testing on this guy. It hasn't been plugged in quite a while. And sometimes switching between devices doesn't work out so well, so this may or may not work, but I am going to go ahead and fire this guy up. This is our CarPlay Portal. We've sold forever, been a great little piece. This does not operate on remote. It's all fully touchscreen, and we are going to wait for that guy to change to CarPlay, and that may not happen. There we go. This may actually work out. So now I'm inside of here, and from here I then have to reconnect to Wi-Fi, which I have not done, but I could do so here. Problem is I don't know the password off the top of my head, and it's really hard to read with my old eyes, so I'm not going to be able to connect. But on here, of course, you have access also to the same stuff: YouTube, Netflix, Prime, Major League Baseball, whatever apps we want to download on here, we pretty much can. And then this controls completely off the touch screen itself. I do find in the past, when I've used this more consistently, that it doesn't drop signal as much. I don't know, that Fire TV, that FireDrive seems to take a lot of more bandwidth, if you will. So keep that in mind, and I hope this video is helping. I'm probably going to come back and do a follow-up. This is kind of a comparison to our CarPlay Portal, where everything's controlled on the touch screen itself. You do still have to pair to Wi-Fi so you can stream stuff, but then you've got full access on here as well. This thing seems to be pretty responsive. So I don't know, there you have it. I hope this helps out. I am gonna hopefully start offering, at least at minimum, the wireless CarPlay and Android Auto dongle from the company. I still have to get with them on that, because that's pretty impressive. So let me just do this one more time. I know we're going long on the video, but we're already this long into it. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and plug this stuff back in. And this is a data and also power to power the Fire Stick. That's why there's two of them. And again, they're quite long. I don't really care for that, but I didn't design it, so it is what it is. I've got them tied up nicely, but let's see what happens here. I'm gonna go ahead and plug this in. You can see that go red. This is strictly to power up the Fire TV. That's all this guy is here for. And you can see how fast that turned green. Immediately went right in there. But if you weren't using this guy pulls up all the time. It's quite amazing, actually. This is actually the fastest one that I've seen out there, and it's been super reliable rolling around without the stick plugged in, using just this guy. Now I think this is way too big to be using for just that. So I do think that the wireless CarPlay and Android Auto dongle by itself will be excellent. I am going to start hopefully offering that. I'll be getting with the company, but the link below the video, once on YouTube, will be for this guy. There will be a discount where you can pick it up a little bit cheaper, And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was helpful. And anything, drop me a message as usual. Happy to help. Talk to you later. Thanks so much.